Well, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Moxie with Larisa. So, I would say that as a business owner, and in particular as a content creator, one must find inspiration from many different sources, right? Sometimes you rack your brain and you try and come up with just the right piece, or, ideally, you create a schedule and have all that mapped out, but it doesn't always work that way. And so again, I'm just suggesting a couple of things here in this video. One is that you just be open to receiving inspiration from the different sources and not just, automatically poo-poo them wherever that, if it comes from some unexpected place. Now that was a huge lead up for what I wanted to share, which is yesterday I was watching YouTube, and it was the video was about a content creator with actually a huge following whose channel was about to be deleted through no fault of his own. I don't know the mechanics behind it. It is a challenge when these platforms are so huge, you can't actually reach a human to talk to, right? When there is an issue. Now, this isn't someone that I follow, but it was a friend of the person I follow was a friend of this person who was reportedly going to have his channel deleted. And I mean, I should hope to have those kind of problems if I ever get that big. I don't quite have 3 million followers. Guffaw. But it's, first of all, it's terrible when you're working hard and there are so many people who are busy being, frankly, I'll say scammers, evil-minded individuals who put so much trouble into doing the wrong thing that it eventually impacts those of us who are trying to do the right thing or do things the right way. So this video isn't actually about having your channel deleted. I'm not big enough for that. But what it is about was the underlying message that this person was talking about. And that is what I wanted to share with you. As a business owner, content creator, whomever, when you're trying to reach someone and you're trying to sell your products, services, or whatever, sometimes, even though you work super hard and you put in long hours and you create great stuff, sometimes the results don't come as fast as one would like. And it's super easy to get discouraged in the dark days that will come up. It's not always sherry and giggles or, sunshine and light when you are creating something from scratch, or even whether you're creating a better mousetrap. Who knows what you're out there doing, but I bet if you're watching this video, you're working hard trying to create something wonderful because you believe in the business of life well lived. And so what I wanted to share with you was this message. Even though the results might not be immediate, you don't always get to yes as fast as you had hoped. People aren't exactly lining up to I don't know, buy your book, buy your product, subscribe, or whatever the case may be. But one story that, we can all identify with, I say all, age-wise, I don't know. You may have heard of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and by default, the story behind the founder, the person who started Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Sanders. I can't remember what his real name is, but the story goes that, he received 1,000 no's before he got the first yes. He was promoting his chicken recipe, 11 herbs and spices, as the saying goes. And, he peddled it to the different buyers, companies, supporters, banks, whomever. And everyone's like, nope, no thanks. Nope, no thanks. You're close, but maybe, just it doesn't do X, Y, and Z. So, he tweaked and he kept working. And I know if you had never heard of Kentucky Fried Chicken, or worse, Colonel Sanders, the brand hasn't been marketed under Colonel Sanders for eons at this point. But if you've gone to business school, that I'm sure was one of the case studies, right? But on the other hand, surely you've heard the statement that people often give up when they are just one phone call away from that big contract. Business owners sometimes give up too soon, maybe because they're undercapitalized or they don't have the right team, or they just get discouraged and throw in the towel or whatever. So that just really underlines how hard it is, right, to create some magic that others will support. And by support, I mean, pay dollars for. So let me get this right. So this is what this YouTuber said. Be consistent in everything you do, even when no one is looking. And it's very close to the definition of integrity, but I really like that really made sense. Even though it's going to take a little bit of time, your success is coming as long as you continue to put in the effort to create value, to create quality on a consistent basis. Nothing worth having is going to happen overnight. So when you're feeling discouraged, as sometimes you will, just remember that the only person you are competing with is yourself. You only have to conquer your own internal doubts. You are the challenge that you have to overcome. So if you believe in your product, believe in your service, believe in what it is you are trying to share with others, remember, be consistent every day, even when no one else is watching. Because according to this guru, whomever, what he said was at some point, eventually, 1% of the world will love you. Now, 1% is a nice low number, but 1%, quote unquote, of the world, that's millions of people, because the world is full of a gajillion people, number one. And number two, honestly, if you're online, if you're on the internet, that helps you become a worldwide sensation. It just won't be an overnight worldwide sensation. So don't be discouraged. Don't throw in the towel just yet. Maybe you have to make some improvements. Maybe you do need to tweak. We don't always get it right the first time out of the chute, but what I want to do is encourage you to stay the course, get feedback that's usually helpful from someone who knows what they're talking about. And if you need to tweak and or otherwise make some changes, go ahead and do that. But probably what really needs to happen is to improve your marketing. So one of the things that business owners do when things get tight is they cut down on their marketing budget, and that's like not the thing to do, because at the end of the day, you have to market yourself to find your customers and your clients. So look at, if you have a good product service, I would turn some eyeballs to your marketing processes. Maybe it's the platforms that you're marketing on. Maybe you haven't quite picked out the right audience. So you really want to look at your avatar, making sure you're talking to the right people in their language so that they hear what you're saying. But you also want to market on and or via the channels where those clients can be found. So that might have sounded, I don't know what that might have sounded, maybe a little serious, but I hope it was encouraging. So it's tough out there sometimes, but that doesn't mean you have to give up. What you do need to do is really, I would say, stay the course, check out your marketing, and maybe increase your marketing or change the methodology, right? You consider people consume media, if you will, by mobile phone, internet, YouTube videos, or I'm not on TikTok yet, but some people. Wherever, where are your people found? And that's where you need to be, and you need to be there in the format that they're used to consuming their messages. So anyway, a little bit of food for thought on today's Morning Moxie with Larisa. I hope you found this information useful. Do please share with a pal who can use this information. We like to help get the word out to as many people as we can reach. And if you haven't already done so, of course, we invite you to subscribe to this channel, because we'd love to have you. And because the YouTube algorithm, of course, needs more subscribers so we can continue to produce great content. Thanks again, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.